what we are doing today, the investments that are being made in downtown today, are all going to create a better future for generations to come.
There's going to be more jobs. There's going to be more housing opportunities. Where we're working right now, there's going to be a grocery store where there hasn't been one for decades, and a food hall that's going to allow people to launch new businesses.
The fact that our board organizations were able to raise more than $27 million to invest in turning around blighted properties in downtown is quite remarkable.
There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it, don't stop now. Hold on.
So Flagship City Curling League was something that we brought to downtown Erie. It's a site that will be a future mixed-use building, so we wanted to make good use of that space while it was vacant, so we set up some curling rinks, and we're able to bring more than 100 people downtown 2 nights a week to take part in the league. It was running from January through March, just that time of year after the holidays when people are looking for something fun to do. So this was a great way for them to get together, enjoy downtown, and really just have a lot of fun.
In 2020, Forbes magazine, in conjunction with the Sorensen Impact Center, recognized the Erie Downtown Development Corporation as its top urban development in the United States. This was a competition of opportunity zone projects across the United States of America, and they recognized us for our creativity and the social impact that we're making in this community. This is a huge recognition for the EDDC and a real testament to the groups and the organizations that are helping supporting this work. One of the biggest highlights of the year, in June, the Arctaris Impact Fund announced that they're going to invest $30 million with the EDDC in the downtown core of the community. What a phenomenal story as we've worked to try to leverage the impact of investment and capitalize on outside dollars to be brought back home into the city and magnify the greater work that's been done by the Erie Downtown Equity Fund and our other development partners.
In July, we acquired a surface parking lot from Gannon University. This property was so strategic, we can now build a new 300-space parking garage and a new mixed-use building that will have ground floor retail and 30 to 40 new residential units. This property was also strategic because it finalizes our acquisitions for our initial phase of development.
When you see the whole world shaking and you feel your...
In August, the Erie Downtown Development Corporation was invited to the White House to highlight the impact of Opportunity Zone investments into the downtown core. The Council on Economic Advisors released a report about the economic impact of Opportunity Zones. The White House looked across the entire country for projects to highlight, and we were so fortunate that they chose Erie and invited us to come talk about all the great work that is going on right here in downtown Erie.
We're very excited to open Flagship City Food Hall in the summer of 2021. We announced our first 8 vendors in October, and we're so excited about the lineup that we have. They are amazingly talented, diverse chefs, cooks, people from a variety of backgrounds are all coming together to make their best, the best of the best food in Erie. We're really excited to have them.
Like a new hope, feel it rising, coming over the horizon.
So that's it. That was 2020 for the Erie Downtown Development Corporation. As you just heard, it was a pretty busy year for us, but that is a tribute to our board organizations. Our board knows it's been a very taxing year, a very challenging year because of COVID, but they gave us the directive of not to stop, not to give up on all the hard work that needs to be done in downtown. So if you haven't been downtown in a while, come downtown and you will see all the construction that's happening. We wanted to stay focused, to keep building, to keep revitalizing these buildings so that when this pandemic passes, we'll be ready to open up doors and welcome you downtown. And we look forward to seeing you downtown in 2021.
Don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up.